Hello everyone, welcome to tutorial 3 or lab 3. We're going to be looking at input and output from the user, but also reading from the command line. This is stuff that we've should have already seen in BIT1400, but it will also be used in the video game we're going to be making very soon. I'll be posting a video on that. It's a video game in the sense that it is a text-based adventure where you type in how many spaces you're going to move, and zombies are attacking you. It is meant to be fun, I guess, but you may not find it fun. I find it fun. But the idea is we can make a text-based game, and we can learn about objects. We can learn about polymorphism. We can learn about inheritance, and part of that is getting input from the user. Also, one of the critical skills that you to get for later on is to be able to get input from the user when you run the program initially. So let's have a quick look at this. So I'm going to go to my command line. This is going to be different depending on if you're using a Mac or you're using Linux, but it would be the terminal in that case. So I'm going to call dir. I'm going to find where my Google Home drive is. Okay, so cd Google Home or Google Drive. Okay, dir. Notice if that's a lot of stuff. Cd Carlton. Notice it's doing auto completion by pressing tab, in case you're wondering how the heck I'm doing this. And I put a caps lock in there. And I'm going to say CD BIT2400, and hopefully it's BIT2400 that way. Okay, and I'm going to dir, and I'm going to go to fall 2020, dir. Notice if there's any spaces in there, I need to put quotes around the whole thing. But if I press a tab, it'll fill that in for me. I can go to my tutorials, dir, and I'm going to go to solution projects, dir, and I'm going to go to tutorial 3 game controls solution. All right, dir. I'm going to go where my executable is. This is not where my code is. My code is actually in tutorials 2C game control. It's actually 2C because the renaming in Visual Studio is a pain. We're doing tutorial 3. It used to be called tutorial 2C. Actually, I think it should be still tutorial 3 game controls, but that's neither here nor there. I'm going to go into debug. Debug is actually where this thing is actually located. So if I go in here, I find something called tutorial 3 game controls.exe. I can actually run that thing. So I can say tutorials 3 game control exe, and if I run it, what's the width of the grid? 5. What's the height of the grid? 10. And there you go. I have a grid. This is actually my video game that doesn't do anything right now, but we will be doing that very soon. So the player could go up 2, and the position moves up 2, and it can go down 5, and we go this way, right 5, move over 5 spaces. The enemies are not moving towards you, but you're moving these characters around. Right now they're just a bunch of positions, and I'm putting a character down, but later they will become objects. And I'm going to quit now. So there we go. But let's see if hopefully I might be able to get this here. So width 10, height 15, and I think that's, I might have to fix something here in my code, because it shouldn't be asking me for what the width and height is after the fact, once I put something in. I wanted to show you the command line. We can actually go back to what my code will look like. Here's tutorial 3. So here is my main function. In fact, when I actually run my main function with a bunch of arguments, which we're going to see now, you should see, if you wanted to quickly figure out what all these things are, argc is the count for my number of arguments. Argv is the vector of arguments. It is an array of character arrays, is what this thing here is. So if I have 5 inputs, I can output each one of them one after the other using this for loop just to see what it looks like. So let's have a look at what this thing looks like. My question is, why is it asking me that right now? Unless I'm in the wrong thing. Game controls. Let's have a quick look. Game control solution. That should have done it. Okay. So 5, 10. All right. I want to look at this a bit more because I'm not sure what's going on. Let me pause the video for a second and we'll see. I want to see what's going on. I'm going to stop the video actually because I think I'm not pausing.